Well, this promises to be one of the crucial weekends. Chief scouts, managers, directors of football have all...
His great vein of form, and he's a handful, I think, for Barcelona tonight. And so is this little man. Yeah, strange one, the 2 yellow cards for Jordi Alba.
Here's Messi. Iniesta. PK. Scurries it away. Messi. Loose. Barcelona, of course, once. Wonderful noisy support from the Sevilla fans. They have seen their side lose only 3 games at home in La Liga this season. All floated in, but the Portuguese international. Flipped to Lionel Messi. Xavi, you may have heard earlier in the day, a lot of statistics involved with the Manchester United-Fulham game. Meant nothing as that was a draw here. We're told that Sevilla, Fazio and Pareca, up there. Oh, Barcelona going to sleep, and it was almost a second goal this time from Montoya.
Rob, that was some free kick, and he's got a free header. I'm not sure if it was Fazio or who it was, but free head.
Well, there's all kinds of statistics offered to managers, and coach with their 2 goals in the last 4 minutes to win 3-2. Gary Medel, strangely subdued performance. Messi.
I've said to you before, Rob, it's not all about just...
Negredo and Navas heading to Manchester City. Gary Medel to Cardiff for 13 million. And Juan Cutler heading to Wales as well recently. This is Alexis Sanchez trying to find Messi. Pedro to Messi. Messi, Jerry is just unable to get into the flow of the game.
I know, he's lost a little bit of that edge, and I suppose the press are talking about it that much, and Tata Martino was saying, you know, can you give Messi a break for a couple of days and stop putting him under so much pressure?
Xavi. Now Lionel Messi. Nicely to Iniesta. Better to Xavi. Xavi.
Vulnerable. And that's what's happening here.
Now Messi. Too far ahead of Iniesta. Messi. Nice swivel from Iniesta. Messi. Drawing defenders. A year ago, it could be argued that Lionel Messi was the best player the football world had ever seen, but at this moment he's just going through a little human period, isn't he?
Yeah, he's come back from the long layoff and he's finding his way. I've seen him still creating good chances, but not scoring the goals as we mentioned earlier, Rob, from open play.
My theory, Jerry, down for a first time, sleepless nights.
Well, certainly, I would say a contributory factor.
Simple clearance from the Portuguese. What a tackle on Lionel Messi.
What a tackle that was.
Well, Pareca claiming that was the perfect tackle. He almost cut Messi in half.
Rob, it's a textbook tackle, sliding tackle.
He got the ball. He got the ball in man, didn't he?
He's won the ball first, and the man, his momentum carries him into Messi. And there's no arguments from Messi. That's a brilliant challenge.
Messi puts it in there, and they're fighting each other. And Barcelona are back. It came off the back of Alexis.
Set play. Oh, that's certainly a reverse. Sevilla conceding to a set play. Let's have a look. Oh, offside. There's 2 players offside. Is Alexis one of them? He is. He's a yard offside, Rob. When the kick's taken, he's a yard offside. Both PK and Alexis are a yard offside. And that's the luck that comes with it. The officials haven't seen it. They're appealing for it. Great ball from Messi. And they're appealing. But it's going to fall on deaf ears. And it's definitely a yard offside.
It wasn't even close, was it?
Nope.
You can see the referee looking there. He's maybe looking for some pushing and pulling. But no matter whichever of the many cameras our Spanish director offers, he's clearly offside.
Well, you take your luck when it happens. You know, on other occasions there's players onside and they're given offside. This one's it's off the back of his head, and he'll take that goal. He's in good goal scoring form as well as Alexis. That's his 16th goal of the season. That's him level with Pedro.
I think most people would agree it shouldn't have been a free kick in the first place.
Yeah,
the free kick was awarded.
We debated that, and it was a controversial decision, but the left foot of Messi provides the cross. It was a great ball in, but he and Piqué were offside.
Riding the tackle comes to Lionel Messi. It was a controversial goal in more ways than one, of course, Jerry. As we'll see at half-time as Montoya feeds it in. We're having problems with the cameras. There's so much water on the lens. Ball was there to be won. Well ridden. Now Barcelona at speed. Messi screaming for the ball. Messi! Brilliant! Back to his best in one fell swoop. Lionel Messi turns the game.
What a goal, Rob. What a counter-attack as well. Adriano, commitment there on the halfway line. Defenders, well, he's lucky he didn't touch Adriano. It would have been a red, but unbelievable counter-attack football from Barcelona, and the little man has got a fabulous goal.
Well, his form may have fluctuated, but it's not to be doubted that his class is permanent.
His class is permanent. What a finish. Have a look. One touch. Look at that. Hammered into the far corner. Oh, super goal. That's him on the 20 goals for the season.
And in La Liga, he's reached double figures.
You see it better from this angle. Super strike, wasn't it? Bring it on in these awful conditions. And look at the reaction from the Barcelona bench. You know, they could have been 2 or 3-0 down, and they're back in now, and it's 2-1 up. What a game.
Two super global stars of this generation of footballers, and on an evening where maybe a Sunday league or an amateur game may be in question, Lionel Messi certainly didn't go into hiding.
It is the sign of a top player, and there is one there. Well, he didn't have a touch in the box, but he didn't need to because he scored right on half-time there. Tata Martino knows they're desperate for a win. Not an easy place to go at all.
Right out of defence, Iniesta. Now Xavi. Lionel Messi. Holds up awkwardly. Messi continues the run. Great run from Messi. Oh, it was a decent first touch, but crowded out by the defenders. Television during our time at Sky with the HD and the surround sound as Messi enters the penalty area. Ball comes back to Xavi. Foot is stuck in. It's Alexis right across the goal, and there's nobody willing. There's Pedro.
Good
Wonderful
play.
skills of the Spanish international. Inside to Messi. Messi getting into his stride. Xavi alongside him. Oh, and Xavi, well, make that note. And I always think that one of the differences between the English footballer and the Spanish footballer is the conditions that the English player, or the British player, has to grow up in. And tonight, it's British weather that some of the world champions and the world's best player are having to play it, and Lionel Messi makes light of the blizzard conditions and turns the game with a flick of that world-class left foot.
Oh, that's a fabulous finish, you know. Great play on the counter-attack. Said at the start of this game, team that makes the least mistakes and takes the opportunities that are put in front of them, and Barcelona are certainly taking theirs. Messi's second goal is a brilliant finish. Unbelievable finish. Now here it is on the break. Look at this. Quality, places it inside the far post. I think it actually hits the inside of the far post. Nothing the goalkeeper can do there.
Well, he's had a couple of months where he hasn't been playing to the exceptional standards that he's set throughout his career. But tonight, Messi has been brilliant. Two exquisitely taken goals.
Oh, you have to be a world-class player to do this sort of a finish, Rob. That's quality. Inside of the post, but Andres Iniesta breaking forward.
Well, he's now scored 18 goals against Sevilla, which makes them his joint second favourite victim. He's after a hat-trick now. Messi threads the ball through. Alexis Sanchez.
Wow. 2v2 at the back. Messi sticks the ball into the path of Alexis Sanchez, and he whips it just wide of the far post.
It would take them above Atletico on goals difference, because when the sides met it was 0-0. It would take them above Real Madrid on the head-to-heads, which is the major ruling in Spanish football. Alexis maybe got a little unlucky then, as Mbappé, 21st time they've managed to score at least 3 goals in a game. In full flow tonight, the referee on the advice of his assistant, Adriano. Iniesta. Neat to Messi.
Look at the water, the surface water is unbelievable.
It's almost up to the knees of Lionel Messi. Mind you, such a footballer, Lionel Messi walks on water, doesn't he?
He does after those 2 goals tonight. Good play, Pedro.
Now Messi hunting for a hat-trick, tries to give it back to Xavi. Too tight for Messi. He goes and tries to win it back.
Well, he's just come back in here and had a little bit of a nibble.
Not too many parts of it.
It would be very interesting if Barcelona conceded a goal.
He's done well to keep a low profile and keep the play flowing in difficult conditions. Now Lionel Messi, can they stop him this time? Well, his fellow countryman Fazio does with a perfect tackle.
I think Messi's going to check back. The long legs of Fazio come out. I think he's a little bit fortunate. Messi doesn't make too much of an appeal. He doesn't get the ball. It looks like he's got more of Messi's leg and his arm. And on another day, that could have been a penalty.
They're going to send on an extra midfield resource, Barcelona, in the next break of play. Busquets is prepared for action. Messi. Teasing and tantalising. Messi. Waits for the movement from Adriano. Oh, that could have been the completion of the victory.
Great play, Rob, and again Messi's awareness and waiting on the pass, waiting on Adriano. He already knows Iniesta's offside, but Adriano isn't. How far is that away from the far post? Inches wide of the far post.
So close.
Well, is it to do with that one? Is that what they're talking about? And he doesn't make a song and dance of it, does he, Messi?
Adriano. Now Iniesta. Barcelona start the passing again. Lionel Messi. Into the groove he goes. Uses his teammates as a decoy. They try to play a 1-2, but Fazio once more. Indeed, one of only 3 defeats for Barcelona this season in there.
First 45 proved that. But the second half, they've taken their chances, they've shown their class. Certainly the little man here has shown his class, and here he goes.
Here he goes, Lionel Messi again. The brains behind this operation to Iniesta. And well, as soon as the ball was played, Iniesta became active, and he can't quite believe that he was offside.
He's being unselfish here. I thought he was going to go for a goal. Oh, it's a tight one, isn't it?
It's a blink of an eye, isn't it?
It's a tight one. Oh, that's so tight. It's an inch or two, maybe, if it is. So did it that one. Now the break's on again. 4 against 3, Rob.
Here's Lionel Messi. Draws defenders like the Pied Piper. Sergio Roberto. Messi tries to flick it in, keeps it in play. Or maybe he hasn't.
He's given a handball against him. And Sevilla's still trying to get on with it, and the referee wants it blocked back.
The referee confirms Barcelona successful, their 18th win of the season. My goodness, it's so tight at the top of the table. Real Madrid 57, Atletico 57, and now Barcelona 57.
When you've got Lionel Messi bringing his shooting boots, well, there's just not much chance for opponents, is there?
Like as you mentioned, going forward, outstanding. As long as you get, as you mentioned before the game, as long as you get Messi in the team, you can have a bad game and he can produce the magic for you.
That was a game for Messi. Barcelona were struggling. They were struggling after the last game and so on. Messi had to produce today, and this is what the top player does when the team need him.
And then it does help when you've got Lionel Messi in the side as well, doesn't it? Just what are Barcelona without Messi?
It's unbelievable. Well, they've shown the last few weeks they can play without him, but he's a huge difference. But we mustn't take away from Iniesta's performance as well as Iniesta was outstanding. But the great man, as you mentioned, the touch here and the technique is just outstanding. And before this, he was doing nothing. He was receiving the ball on the half line in the middle of the park and trying to make things happen, but quality.
Iniesta was absolutely outstanding as well. He's a great player as well. But the one that made the the big difference is Lionel Messi. Yes, every time he touches the ball, it's just he have a goal or it's dangerous. I mean, the other team is very worried and so on. This is why all the managers in the Primera Liga, they are very worried about him, because as soon as he wake up, he doesn't do anything. He wake up a little bit and somehow it's just magic. It's wonderful. It's everything.
There's a few more superlatives in there, I'm sure. But Henk ten Cate wasn't he wasn't critical of Lionel Messi, but he did say that perhaps he feels he needs a new challenge. Do you go along with that?
Probably. I agree with him.
Do you?
He's been at Barcelona for a while now. The team is getting old, and Xavi's getting, might not be the Xavi of old, Iniesta. But I think he needs a new challenge. He's achieved everything at Barcelona. He's won the Champions League. Maybe a move to England could be the challenge.
What do you think, Ozzy?
No, I'm not so sure about that. He's very happy there. He doesn't need any pressure to change. Why he has to change? Where is he going to be better in Barcelona? And Barcelona has looked after him tremendously well through all his life. So somehow he repaying back. He doesn't want to move, no.
I'm with you on that one, actually. I think really Barcelona suits him as much as he suits Barcelona. But you were going to say something there.
But maybe the contract talks with the situation with Neymar could escalate something if he doesn't.
Well, we're hearing he is negotiating and he will be signing a new contract pretty soon, which, many people think he's the best player in the world. You think he's the best player ever, then he deserves to be the best and highly paid.
Certainly. It's having a lot of speculation about Neymar contract and how Messi has not been happy, but I believe that Messi goes beyond that. It's not a question about earning a little bit more, 1 million more, 5 million more, and so on. It's not like that. It's about playing, it's about fulfilling his potential and so on. This is what he wants to do. His #1 dream right now, in fact, is not in Barcelona. He wants to be the world champion with Argentina in the next World Cup. So that is, in this performance, like we've seen today, I mean, it's very ominous for the rest of the teams.
Cesc Fabregas got the 4th goal tonight. They're top at the moment, but how confident would you be of saying they're going to go on and actually win the title, Barcelona?
Well, they've got the players defensively. They definitely have to be much better. Yes, they've got the players going forward. I mean, this is a tremendous.